Hi everyone, in this video I am going to explain the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Uh, this act is formed to regulate the acceptance and utilization of foreign contribution and foreign hospitality, and to prohibit the acceptance and utilization of foreign contribution for activities which are detrimental to the national interest. Foreign Contribution Regulation Act 2010. First we will see the extent, application and commencement of FCRA. It extends to whole of India, including Jammu and Kashmir. Generally, you see that the act except Jammu and Kashmir, but this act is applicable to Jammu and Kashmir also. And citizen of India outside India, means citizens of India which are outside India also, from for them also it is applicable. And associate branches, subsidiaries outside India of companies or body corporates registered or incorporated in India. That means associates, branches, subsidiaries of Indian companies which are located outside India. For such companies also FCRA is applicable. And definitions. Foreign company. Foreign company means any company or association or body of individuals incorporated outside India. Generally we'll see company means we'll think only about companies, but here the foreign company includes company, association, body of individuals incorporated outside India, and includes foreign company within the meaning of section 379 of the Companies Act 2013, and subsidiary of foreign company whether located in India or not. They only said the subsidiary of foreign company. If it is located in India also, then the subsidiary of foreign company is also considered as a foreign company. And registered office or principal place of business of the foreign company. Maybe it is in India also. If the registered office or principal place of such foreign company is in India, then such company is also treated as foreign company. Multinational company. Multinational company means multinational corporation means which carries business or operations in two or more countries or territories, or has subsidiary or a branch or place of business in two or more countries or territory, then such companies are called multinational corporation. And the first one here, foreign company within the meaning of section 379 of the Companies Act 2013. Section 379 tells that the company incorporated outside India is a foreign company. We already know that. In that, more than 50% of the share capital is held by the Indian people, that is Indian citizen or Indian company. Then such company is deemed as Indian company. And for the purpose of the Foreign Contribution and Regulation Act, even though more than 50% of the share capital is held by the Indian citizen or Indian company, such company is treated as foreign company for the purpose of Foreign Contribution and Regulation Act 2010. Next, foreign contribution. Foreign contribution means donation, delivery or transfer made by any foreign source. We'll talk about foreign source later. Okay, that is okay. Donation or delivery or transfer made by any foreign source. Okay, what you're donating or delivering or transfer? An article. An article, not being a gift. If you donated that, if you donated or delivered or transferred such article for personal use up to the market value of 25,000, then it is not treated as foreign contribution. Article plus given for commercial, given for personal use, then up to the market value of 25,000, it is not treated as foreign contribution. But for commercial use, no, there is no such limit for commercial use. Even the market value below 25,000 also gifted, and it is used for the commercial purpose, then such article is treated as foreign contribution. And or any currency, whether Indian or foreign currency, even though if you received any even though if you received money in the form Indian rupees, INR, from any foreign source, then also such amount is treated as foreign contribution. Security, or you received any securities defined in SCRA, and includes any foreign security defined in FEM Act 1999. And there are three explanations in that. First one, explanation one. See, Mr. X is there. Mr. X receiver. For example, there is a Mr. X who received a foreign contribution from a foreign source, and he transferred that foreign contribution to another person. Okay, for example, Mr. X stays in AP and he received some foreign contribution from foreign source, and he transferred that to Mr. Y, who is in Telangana, and the contribution he's transferred to Mr. Y is also treated as foreign contribution. Okay, and the income or interest accrued on the foreign contribution also treated as foreign contribution. For X received some X amount of foreign contribution and he deposited in the bank, and from bank he is deriving interest, then such interest is also treated as foreign contribution. Or explanation 3, in explanation 1 and explanation 2, these incomes were included in the foreign contribution. In explanation 3, now what I'm going to tell is that for example, any foreign student uh, studied in India, for that he pays fee. Such fee is excluded from the definition of foreign contribution. Or import and exports. Uh, you receive consideration for the goods you exported to other countries. Such export consideration is also excluded from the definition of foreign contribution. And as per Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, person includes individual, HUF, associations, and Section 8 company. See, association is in association, a body of individuals are covered, and also company. Okay, and Section 8 company. Because Section 8, generally foreign contributions are mostly received by these NGOs. So specifically Section 8 company is covered. And next, foreign hospitality. Foreign hospitality means an offer, not being a casual one, made in cash or kind by foreign source. For example, కొన్నిసార్లు ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇట్ ఫారెన్ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ దే you'll get not only money, such facility or respect also you get. So foreign hospitality means an offer, not being a casual one. For example, they will provide the cost of travel to foreign country or territory, or they will incur the boarding and lodging transport expenses. For example, see, cost of travel to foreign countries, that from India to foreign country they paid the traveling charges, and in that foreign country they will provide you boarding charges and boarding lodging. They will provide you boarding, lodging, and transportation, that is internal transport also. They will take care of that. Then our medical treatment, such facilities are treated as foreign hospitality. Foreign source, foreign source, foreign government or agency of such government is treated as foreign source. Or international agency, not being United Nations agency or any of the specified agencies of United Nations or World Bank, IMF, or any other agencies, as the central government may by notification specifying this behalf. For example, United Nations, World Bank, IMF, they will give you a contribution for the stability of the country, to develop the country, and not for creating disturbances in the country. Okay. And foreign company, you already know the definition of foreign company now. Foreign corporations, like India, there are corporations like LLP. In foreign also there are some other corporations, multinational corporations. And sixth one is important, company within the meaning of the Companies Act 1956 or 2013. Any company incorporated under Companies Act 2013 or 1956, in which more than 50% of the face value, remember, of the share capital is held by the foreign government or citizens of foreign country or territory, or foreign corporations or a trust society, associations of foreign country, or foreign company. Totally, more than 50% of the fair value of the share capital, face value of the share capital of the Indian company is held by the foreign people. Okay, held by the foreign people. then it is treated as foreign source along with other condition. If that investment by the foreign company is within the limits given by the FEMA, then then that company is not treated as foreign source. For to call it as a foreign source, two conditions has to be satisfied. First one, more than 50% of the face value of the share capital is held by the foreign people, and plus such limit and such investment by the foreign company is beyond the limits mentioned in the FEMA. Okay. See, for example, X Limited is an Indian company, and in that more than 60% of the face value of that share capital is held by the Y Corporations, which is an USA based company. Then it will be treated, and provided that if then it will be treated as foreign source. And so, there are some exceptions. See, in these 60% of the face value is held by the Y Corporation. That limit, that investment made by the uh, foreign company, a USA based company, is within the limits specified by the FEMA, then X Limited is not treated as foreign source. Okay. Next one, trade union of foreign country, whether incorporated or not, foreign trust, foreign society, club, or other associations of individuals, citizens of foreign country, are treated as foreign source. Okay. And next, there are two more definitions: political party and relatives. Relative means same as mentioned in section 277 of the Companies Act 2013, and political party means uh, political party. Political party means a party uh, reg- registered. Political party means an association or body of individuals registered with the Election Commission, and under section 29A of the Representation of the People's Act 1951, or a candidates set up for the election which are for the election of legislature, that is independent parties, independent candidates, provided that the symbol they registered with the symbol which is not already